As a kid, I always loved animals, and as an adult, always enjoyed art. So I paint animals in acrylic, and usually in bright colors and lots of patterns. I paint in the studio in my house, so I'm usually painting right on the floor. And my house is in my farm, so I got animals all around me, which is kind of funny. Once you get a couple animals, people ask you if you'll take more. And if I can give them a home that they live harmoniously with the other animals, I usually say yes. I'm a little bit bad at saying no. I have about 40 animals that live here that were all in need of homes and are all kind of supported by my artwork. So the animals I live with inspire my artwork, and when I sell my artwork, it allows me to provide a home for my animals. So it's kind of this cool relationship that we share. We help each other out. I have 3 dogs and a pigeon. I have like 22 chickens and 2 emus and 2 alpacas. I have 2 donkeys and a mini horse, and I have 3 mini pigs and 3 goats. Right now, alpacas are kind of popular, and they've got, their crazy little cartoony faces. So those are good ones to paint. I've painted the pigeon Tubbs a couple times, and my tortoise, Phineas. The donkeys have made it into a couple paintings. There's 2 things that happen when I paint. I either know what colors I'm going to use and I paint the background first, or I know what subject I'm going to paint and I sketch that out right onto the wood. And I like to leave all my mistake lines or my contour lines so I have lots of little shapes to paint and add pattern to. And then I guess I just keep painting until it feels like it's done. The energy, I guess, from my artwork is usually a happier one. I don't have anything that's too somber, and I'm just unable to really paint when I'm, if I'm stressed or if I'm sad or if I'm just a little bit down. So most of my artwork, I think, just expresses like a more positive energy. I generally paint in large format, which to me is like 4 feet by 6 feet or 3 feet by 4 feet. But I also painted a large mural, which is really large format, downtown for the Reno Mural Expo. And I'm kind of excited because not everyone buys art and not everyone can buy art, but it's a way to kind of get my art into their lives. I feel like the connection that I have to our natural surroundings really influences the way I paint. Around here, we get colorful skies in the morning and at sunset. And looking at Mount Rose, the colors on Mount Rose are so amazing. And also in the desert, after it rains, the sagebrush looks extra fresh and the rocks have other colors that kind of pop out. I'm just moved by our colors and our natural beauty. And I don't paint realistically, but I hope that the feelings that I experience seeing these colors, that someone might experience them looking at my artwork.